All right, everyone. Hello and welcome to today's Demo Jam. Today is a brand new topic. We're doing new and IT apps. There are apps that have launched recently in the past 2 years, or apps with major updates in the time frame, or IT apps. My name is Joshua Hoskins, and I'm a Salesforce MVP. And today, I'm here with Geraldine Gray, a fellow MVP and good friend. Geraldine, say hello.
Hello.
Simple. And Amanda Nelson from the AppExchange. Amanda, say hi.
Hi. Hello, everybody. I'm super excited for today's Demo Jam. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so am I. I really am excited. And because I'm so excited, I want all of you to please follow along on Twitter with the hashtag AppDemoJam. Today's participants, we have a pretty long list here, but it's Newlaw, Odaseva, Simpler, Wedge Commerce, Certify, Sapient, and Aircall. Now, without further ado, Geraldine, do you want to take the group through the rules that have never changed?
Never changed in the history of a Demo Jam. You have, contestants, 3 minutes to demo your app, which is in the new app bracket or the IT app. No slides. Slides will send you to the naughty step. There's only going to be one winner. The winner is going to be voted by our audience. And there's no conferring between the judges. So the audience gets to pick. Whatever you vote is whoever's going to win. You cannot vote for your own company. So please do not be piling on with all of your votes for your best buddy sitting next to you at the desk. And let's go, go, go.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, so first up, we've got Aircall. Aircall is an integrated and collaborative phone system for businesses. Connect Aircall to Salesforce in minutes to streamline your existing workflow and get call center features for your team. Use data held in Salesforce to bring contacts and interactions that improve your customer experience. So today, we've got Tommy, who's going to show us just what Aircall can do very simply in 3 minutes or less. Tommy, are you out there?
Yep, here I am.
All right, over to you. Your 3 minutes starts now.
All right, thank you so much for the warm introduction and happy to get us started here. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys exactly how Aircall is seamlessly integrated inside of Salesforce. So today I'm going to walk you through 3 different use cases of Aircall used in Salesforce, with the first being the actual agent view. So in the bottom left corner, you can see on our Salesforce account, we have our Aircall phone widget. So what we'll do is we'll make a live call through to our existing phone inside of Salesforce, and you can see exactly how the agent would interact on a day-to-day basis. So our buddy from Salesforce, our guide, Mr. Astro, is calling in, and as you can see in the background, his contact record immediately pops up to the front of the screen when the call comes through, giving us complete access to any related opportunities, cases, and most importantly, all of the activity history that we have with this particular customer calling in. So let's say Mr. Astro, for instance, is calling in to inquire about a phone system for his international trailhead buds. We'll go ahead and sync that here inside of the app as a note, which will sync through. Let's say we want to follow up or set a follow-up task with Mr. Astro for tomorrow. We'll go ahead and create that in the app, and that'll sync through automatically to the activity record. So we'll give that a quick refresh, and what that will look like here, not only has it automatically made that that follow-up task, but you'll see that Aircall inside of this activity record automatically syncs all of the call details and data through to custom objects within that record. And what this is going to allow you to do for all you managers and supervisors out there, this is going to allow you to track your team's performance, your reps' performance on our pre-built and out-of-the-box reporting dashboard inside of Salesforce. So if you want to see, call volume broken down by reps, you'll be able to sync that with Aircall. If you want to see maybe what is the best time for my reps to even be calling customers, you'll be able to see that info synced through Aircall. And I know that we do have a lot of IT admins on the call. So we'll go over to our Aircall administrative dashboard, which is also natively embedded inside of your Salesforce account here. And while that loads up, this is going to be the dashboard for the IT admins. This is where you'll be able to create, new numbers, create your call routing workflow, and kind of customize and add new team members to the account as well. But most importantly, with just a few clicks of a button, this is where you'll be able to actually integrate and set up that integration with Salesforce, which will allow you to customize it as far as, choosing which numbers are going to be connected, customize that call workflow and how the calls are going to route through to Salesforce. And you can actually see our omni-channel integration, which is set to be released in the next few weeks here. Super excited to announce that as well, and going to be great. But I mean, everything that you have seen here, remember, is part of our built-in or out-of-the-box pre-built package. And for all the IT admins out there on our Salesforce AppExchange, you saw that we could do this this demo here in 3 short minutes, which is exactly the same amount of time it will take you to set up your system in Salesforce. Thank you so much, and I guess we'll open it up for questions now.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. It was really great, Tommy, and you did it in under 3 minutes, so congratulations.
All right.
So it's really great to see how AirCall has even changed from when you first started demo jamming. I remember seeing it the first time at French Touch Streaming when I was hosting a demo jam in France. So you know, with AirCall, you know, what I like about it is it's enlightening. It's seamless, and it's interactive. It's all about having the right data at the right time, which is very, very important for people who manage call centers. But not even just the call centers. Your functionality also extends to the average office user who is also at a desk. And you have the follow me functionality so that if they're not at their desk, it will forward to another number, and you have the IVR. I mean, it just goes, and you know, the things that you have are endless. So I also do like the fact that you do host the recording directly in Salesforce as well. And because you're on the platform and it's all baked inside of Salesforce, immediately, the first time you implement, you immediately have reports and dashboards that work for you out of the box. So this is a great app for call center and CTI, our computer telephony integration. Amanda, what questions do we have out there from the audience?
Yes, great demo. And Joshua kind of spoke to this question a teeny bit, but I think that AirCall could definitely go into it further. The question is, what kind of teams does this work for, and what kind of company would find the most value out of AirCall?
Yeah, definitely. So I think Joshua had touched on that a little bit as well, but AirCall is a cross-team collaborative, collaborative tool. So any business units out there that are using the phones in any capacity today, AirCall is going to be, a great system for you. Not only is it, native in the AppExchange and inside of your Salesforce account, but it's also everywhere in all of your different business tools, natively integrated, as well as the standalone app that you can download either to your desktop or we also have mobile apps as well. So for teams that are on the go. So really, it's for any team out there that is dealing with phone calls in any capacity. AirCall is there for you.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Geraldine, over to you for our next contestant.
Yay. Okay, so our next contestant, I'm sure they are getting ready to demo for us, is Salonist Process Mining. Let me tell you a little bit about Salonist. Salonist Process Mining is an intelligent big data analytics technology that analyzes and visualizes every process in your company. What it does is it reveals the weaknesses and makes your processes more transparent, faster, and therefore more cost-effective by leveraging any existing data that you have in your existing IT teams within your organization, so not just limited to Salesforce. Some really interesting and exciting news from Gartner is that they published their first market guide for process mining, which states that process mining could grow into an essential part of any business transformation initiative. And then they recognize Salonist as a clear market leader in this category. So we have JP. Hello, JP.
Hi there, can you hear me?
Hey, perfect, lovely. Okay, so JP.
Perfect.
JP Thompson from Salonist is the global business development, responsible for global business development at Salonist. And JP, if you are ready, let's take it away.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, you said the words. Okay, Josh, start the clock.
Let's go. Perfect. All right. So you already explained what Salonist is about, process mining. So it's about improving business processes by visualizing the as-is processes, the way they're actually executed in a company. So we have an anonymized customer data set here. We're looking at a Salesforce system of 150,000 opportunities and a sales volume of 3.5 billion, right? Conversion rate of 33%, 131 average sales cycle time. And what you see below here is actually one of the core components of Salonist. This is the Process Explorer. It visualizes the process paths that are actually being taken within Salesforce. And this, what we're looking at right now, is the most frequent path. So the first most frequent path. And that goes like this. A lead is created. There's the initial contact with the customer. You set the lead to validated interest. You create an opportunity. You create a quote. You set the opportunity to close one. And that's great. You know, that's the process like the way you want it to be, right? So you're going to ask yourselves what's actually wrong with that. And there is nothing wrong with that, but the catch is the number here. So we're actually looking at 26,000 opportunities that ran this way versus 150,000 overall, right? So what we can do now is we can look at all those other deviations, basically. This is the number you see down here, right? So right now we're only looking at 17%, and this is the first out of 1,260 different process variations. And now step by step, we're going to look into, you know, improvement potentials, deviations. So let me just do that. And what we'll see is that, you know, in roughly 21,000 cases, the opportunity was set to close lost after the quote was created, so very late in the process. Let's continue to see what else was going on here in the system. Another interesting thing that happened was the opportunity owner was changed also very late in the process. So here they had actually been reassigning reps, you know, due to high fluctuation in employees, and those opportunities all went to close lost. What else? We see another lead source that is created here. And so the nice thing about Salonist is we can not only look at, you know, how often things occur, we can also look at for example, the throughput time. We'll see exactly, you know, how much time passes, where the bottlenecks are in the process, and, you know, where we have deviations that we can remove. And last but not least, I mean, there's many deviations that we can look at here, you know, 1,260. We're not going to go through all of them now. We don't have the time, but I want to show you what it looks like if you look at all of them. And this is the picture you get. This is the as-is business processes of an actual company, and I've seen many customer implementations. Basically, any system, any process, they always look like this, so much more complex than you think. Then, basically, what you can do is, you know, we add any kind of contextual data that you can analyze in addition to that, so you can say, okay, which products this is referring to, or, you know, which sales org is this referring to, and drill down on that. Basically, look at certain regions, etc. And the last but not least, you know, go to the case details where we look at every single opportunity, you know, and I can do a root cause analysis on that. Perfect. So that's the short demo.
JP, that is a phenomenal product. Thank you so much. So if you didn't know what process mining was before, you absolutely can get it in this 3-minute demo. What is really interesting is the variations on the way in which people are doing business, right? So if I'm interested in creating some efficiencies in my company, I could use this product to then explore where people are going off path or where they're going off track. And then perhaps you would use it as part of your UX strategy as well to get your users back engaged in the tool and help them close their deals quicker, right?
Absolutely. So looking at what users are doing and how they're conforming with your design process, that's one of the use cases here. Exactly.
Wow, I'm thinking that when you showed that spaghetti junction of picture of the processes, a whole bunch of people sat up and paid attention, and their eyes like popped out of their head. So we have one question for you. We have a question from our audience. Oh, Amanda, could you pop the question in from the audience, please?
Oh, sure. All right. So the question is, how do you what's the fastest and easiest way to start loading this data into Salonist so that I can pull it?
So we have a standard out-of-the-box connector between Salesforce and Salonist that basically all you need to do is you enter the credentials. You have the admin system admin credentials, and then you can execute the connector, and it will load the data into Salonist.
Yay! Okay, I'm loving it. Thank you so much. Next up, back to Joshua for our next contestant.
Cool, thanks a lot, Geraldine. Next up, we've got New Law. New Law is an intelligent end-to-end legal practice management suite that provides essential business automation tools all under one platform. Designed by legal experts, New Law has a primary focus of driving efficiencies so that you can get back to focusing on law. New Law has a tailored suite that fits the needs of law firms, in-house corporate legal departments, or public government organizations of all sizes. Let's face it, technology is the wave of future attorneys, and New Law is a surfboard. So we have Shauna with us, and Shauna is going to tell us how to make big waves with New Law. Shauna, you out there?
I'm here. Hello.
Awesome. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Okay. New Law works as your assistant, making collecting and saving information about your prospective client simple. When first speaking with a prospective client, you can either enter their information here, or you can email them a link to the intake form that automatically populates in the system. New Law takes the information gathered, generates the details page, and uses that information to rate the quality of your prospect. The system then takes information from the parties page and runs a conflict check. If you decide to take the case, the prospect is converted to a matter, where all the prospect information is automatically transferred and saved. The matter is where all your case information is stored. The Client Details tab remembers every key aspect about your client. The Case Details tab houses all of the information about your case. Every important fact that you need to know to win your case is here. Parties Involved tab holds information about each party, their attorney, and the judge. If a party already exists in another matter, New Law will automatically populate that information. All the case documents are saved, organized, and shared from Matter Docs. You can quickly find any document with Document Search. Access to client portals can be enabled with a single click. New Law Calendar intuitively works with you to help keep track of all of your events and to-dos. The calendar is separated into two categories, events and tasks. Events are things that you need to attend, like hearings. These display in your calendar view. Tasks are things that need to get done, like filing a motion. Your tasks are displayed in a user-friendly to-do list, here. You can easily download and print your events and tasks from here. New Law's Smart Time Entry system works with your calendar to help save you time. You can enter your time in two ways. While in a calendar task, enter your time in the event window by clicking Billable and typing in a description. Or, in bulk time entry, enter any time, calendared or not. Once all your time is entered, it can be reviewed, edited, and finalized in the WIP tab. The supervising attorney can then approve the time entries to be invoiced. New Law then generates an invoice for each matter. Invoices are sent to your client via email with a live payment link. When you click the payment link, you're directed to New Law's payment portal for easy payment. These are just a few great features New Law has to offer. Contact us to find out more.
Wow, that's awesome. Definitely in under 3 minutes. So congratulations for that. You know, one thing about this New Law application is all of these crazy sitcoms that I watch around law and Law and Order or you know, Judge Judy, just using all the vocabulary just gave me a flood of memories. But you're exactly right. What I said earlier is all of that information and these processes that are specific to legal firms or public agencies is directly available on the Salesforce platform without you having to leave and use any other piece of technology or app. What I love is that you're enlightening and that you have the past, and the past will guide you across the ability to, the different processes to accept the matter. And I think that one of the pieces that I think a lot of law firms always struggle with, you've got to go to the guy who knows about a little bit about every case, is the conflict check. The conflict check actually keeps you guys safe, so there's no conflict of interest, so that's pretty cool. Amanda, what questions out there do we have for New Law?
Yeah, that was a great demo. Thank you so much. It's good to see that type of use case. Kind of something different, but still very relevant to a lot of different customers. The question is, does it support other aspects of law such as dictation or, logging different court documents, things like that?
Absolutely. So New Law has a variety of practice apps for different legal verticals with fields, documents, and processes specific to that type of practice. So basically, whatever practice that the law firm uses, we basically have a practice pack to go along with that.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Geraldine?
Hey, hello again. So next up, we have Sipients. Alec from Sipients is going to introduce a demo jam on their product, which is Sipients is a people analytics tool that gives you the power to capture insights in a mindful way, providing enlightened analytics so that you're designed to drive productivity and engagement. Managers can get work trend data at a macro level so they can guide their teams more efficiently. Meanwhile, the employees can track their performance and their work habits and significantly improve their work-life balance as a result. This is going to be really interesting. Alec, are you ready?
Yes, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Perfect. Okay. Alec, the time starts now.
All right. Thanks again, Geraldine, for the introduction. My name is Alec Freudenstein. I work in sales and ops at Sapiens Analytics, and we're really excited to be participating in today's demo jam. So for decades, organizations have used timesheets, output tracking tools, and project management tools as ways of measuring employee performance. However, all of these methods are obsolete because none of them capture the totality of what an employee did during a workday. So to combat this problem, we developed Sapiens to provide complete visibility into the effectiveness and engagement of your workforce. So our Salesforce for Sapiens for Salesforce integration addresses two core issues that CRM users face. The first is that users are frustrated with the amount of maintenance time required. And the second is that manual data entry inherently has the problem of data manipulation, which clogs the system. So here's how Sapiens works. Once you download the app to your Salesforce, our Sapiens will install our Buddy application on your phone and PC, where you can toggle between the accounts and opportunities and leads you're working on. This is what it looks like over here. So your activity from the moment you boot up your PC or phone is captured, uploaded to the CRM, and measured against a particular record. So there are two dashboards using Sapiens data I want to cover to highlight how powerful our solution is for sales and support teams, right? So this is our sales dashboard. Our first Sapiens report gives us insight into time spent by application for last month. We could also look at similar reports such as application usage by opportunity, by individual, or by stage in the pipeline. Next, you can see our activities by sales reps to see how high performers and low performers distribute their time and replicate the distribution from high performers to the rest of the team. So activities for opportunities over here provide insight as to how our company is balancing time distribution between opportunities and clients. And this is our activities by stage in the pipeline report, which would allow us to answer questions of congestion in the sales cycle. And this is our Sapiens dashboard for support teams. So the first two reports over here are effort user by case status and effort by case priority. And what jumps out at me right away is that Lucy is way overcapacitated. She's spending too much time on low-level cases compared to her peers. So if I'm her manager, I'd consider redistributing her workload to the rest of the team or retraining her on how to handle those low-level cases. Here we're able to see activities by case status, which helps us understand processes and applications that are being used or not used during a particular status. And similarly, we can look at effort from an account perspective. So all the data in both of these dashboards is only visible using the Sapiens for Salesforce integration. It's a tremendous value add for organizations of all sizes, and the ways to slice and dice the data is endless. Thanks again to Salesforce and involved for making today happen, and I'll yield the rest of my time for questions.
Sweet, thank you. Joshua, Josh, you have a question. You didn't even get to hit your buzzer. You're like, you're thrown off now. You didn't even get to hit your buzzer. Okay, so we do have a question, but let me first comment and just say this is a really great app. What you have shown today is how it can be used internally by the company, but what I also really like is that you can measure employee engagement as well, not just by sending out surveys, but by actually observing what people are working on and getting their feedback instantly so that the company can be more dynamic and more responsive when people are having an issue. So anything that's going on in the company, you're going to know about it if you've got Sapiens going on, if you've got Sapiens installed, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is a really great product, and I like that it's not all about driving efficiencies at the cost level. It's also about ensuring that engagement is increased for your staff and for the customers as well. So thank you, Amanda. I think we have a question, right?
We do, and yes, great demo. I love all the visuals today, and lightning too. The question is, are you able to log calls with this? And if so, how do you do that? And is it in tabs or custom objects?
Right, so we actually have a Sapiens for Salesforce app on our AppExchange. You can download the Sapiens Buddy, and that's where you can log calls. And then once you log calls in the app, it syncs up with your Salesforce CRM.
We have another question if we have a minute. How does it measure when you're in meetings, and then how can you take that data and use it more reliably?
Right, so Sapiens actually syncs up with your Google Calendar or your Outlook, and so whenever you log something in your calendar, I'm traveling, I'm in a meeting, it goes towards, Sapiens captures that data and uploads it to the CRM, so that's how we're able to get this travel widget over here. I don't know if you're still looking at my screen.
We see your screen. Is that a little bit of cheating going on there? Joshua, are you going to let it slide?
Well, let's just move on to the next person. How about that?
Oh, he's always so fair. Okay, go ahead, Josh. You're up next.
All right. So next up, we've got Certify. Certify is a leader in frictionless business with innovative solutions for modernizing the last mile of the sales process. From e-signatures to secure online payments, thousands of companies worldwide trust Certify to securely close deals faster. Certify is selected by Salesforce integrators as well as companies themselves for its dedicated support, competitive pricing, ease of use, and glowing AppExchange reviews. So right now, Laura is going to take us through how Certify closes deals securely with the speed of light. Laura, you out there?
Yes, I am. Thank you for the introduction.
No worries. Over to you. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Great, thanks. So I'm just going to show our electronic signature solution with credit card and/or ACH payment capture and Lightning. So we're going to dive right into it. Once the sales rep is ready to send and receive payment, they're simply going to click on the Certify eSign and Payment button, which actually takes them to the first step, choosing a signer and payer. I'm going to add Janet Coles as the signer, and she's also going to pay. So on to the next step. The next step is just choosing the document that you want to send. You can actually pick from your hard drive, Salesforce CPQ, or Salesforce document folder. All of this can be automated, so when the sales rep gets to this step, the signer, the document, and the payment would already be attached. So I'm going to go ahead and add the document for signature, and then also the last step, I'm going to add the payment. In this use case, I'm going to request a recurring monthly payment. If you want, you can give the payment request a due date as well, which just means the recipient will get reminders to pay based on that date. Again, this is all fully customizable. So we are all set, easy as that. So we're going to go ahead and send, or go ahead and look at what the signer is going to receive. So the great thing about our solution is that the signer is going to receive an email from the sender, meaning your rep in your company. Everything is branded towards you guys, so your company and not ours. You'll see here that when we open up the email, everything is branded towards your company. You'll see that as HTML, so you can easily customize all the email templates. You can have your own logo, branding, or promotional content. So once the signer clicks on review and complete, they're just going to take them to a customized page where the signer will see the documents that need to be signed and also submit payment. So the sender and signer can collaborate on this page. It also is all recorded back in Salesforce, even in Chatter if you have that enabled. So we'll go ahead and sign the document. It's super easy. We are mobile first, so if they're on a cell phone or a tablet or anything like that, they can go ahead and sign with their finger. So after we submit the signature, the signer is going to be prompted to finish the transaction, which is to be able to pay. So you'll see here when we go ahead and submit the payment that they have the option to enter a credit card or ACH. So I'm actually going to go ahead and add a fake credit card information. So you guys are more than welcome to write this down. But when you head over to Amazon to buy something that you didn't know you actually needed, it's not going to work. So, talking about security in that aspect, all of this is PCI compliant. So if you have your sales team or finance team taking credit cards over the phone or having your customers email in a credit card authorization form, we actually eliminate that security risk. So also, if the card is entered incorrectly or the card is expired, for instance, the payer is also going to receive an error message. So they wouldn't be able to submit the card or payment method, which would also help your organization with chargeback. So that's really it. That's all we have here. Once they submit everything, it's going to go back into Salesforce.
All right, time's up.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. Just in the nick of time. So, this app is very interesting because it actually automates all of the processes that are typically take a little longer or where organizations experience a little back and forth. My favorite part about this demo is the collaboration between the sender and the receiver directly on a portal where they can see the things that they need to do. They can ask questions. They can respond with comments. And because all this is on the platform, again, you can actually initiate it through Salesforce, while you attach the documents that you've generated, integration with Salesforce CPQ, all the way through to taking the payment. And as you mentioned, the validation on the form is very important, because what you don't want to have happen is the customer give you a credit card that may not be correct, or there may be a number transposed, right? So the ability to validate that before it's actually even submitted back to you will definitely save a lot of time and increase the efficiency within the sales organization. This is a great demo. Love seeing it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amanda, what questions do we have out there?
Yes, great demo. Thank you for that. The question is, how does your Esign solution differ from others? And I can already see it based on all the collaboration aspects. You obviously are more than that, but I think it's a decent question. So what would your response be?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a great question, one that I receive, every day, obviously. So the collaboration piece is huge, obviously, but then the payments is also great too. So the ability to capture the payment with credit card or ACH, just in regard to completing, that last mile of the sales cycle, just because our solution saves the customer's money, also why recognizing that revenue even that much faster. The other instances are just our dedicated customer support. You actually receive dedicated manager once you are a customer, even during pre-sales as well. So you have a direct phone number, email to somebody that's familiar with your account, which is nice. Price is also another thing. We're going to beat our competitors on that. And then also we have some partner integrations, which are great. So I would just invite everybody to go over to the AppExchange and check out our reviews. A lot of them mention our competitors, so I'd rather hear it from your peers than me.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Geraldine, who do we have up next?
Yeah, okay, so up next we have Simpler. A little bit about Simpler. Simpler is today's modern intranet. Their solution enables businesses to connect, align, and engage their entire workforce across their enterprises. Simpler is trusted by leading brands, including Workday, our friends at Workday, our friends at Box, and our friends at DocuSign. And Simpler's increased employee engagement and higher employee retention. So our demoer today is Jay Kemchi. Jay, are you ready?
I am.
Okay, perfect. Josh, are you ready with the clock?
I am. Your time starts now.
All right. Thank you, Geraldine. Thank you, Josh. Today is a modern world. You need a modern intranet, and that's what we bring. So I'm Jay, and I'm going to show you the simpler modern intranet. I'm logged in as a user who, for the sake of today's demo, let's just say he's a new hire in human resources. And typically, intranets have a few problems. Nobody likes them because they're too hard to use, number one. You can't find anything. So we seek to solve that. This new hire has logged in, and they see front and center a carousel which gives them a visually stunning and engaging list of things that the company wants them to know about. This is how corporate communications and different departments can promote information of interest. And the new hire comes in like, oh, I want to know about the company benefits program. So they can click right here and get into the company benefits program, and they can see that information. So here's a page, here's all about the benefits, they can read it, they give it a thumbs up, they can go ahead and save it for later as a bookmark, they can go ahead and comment on it, do all the things that you could do with, with a social modern system. You could even share it out to the feed, and this feed sits right on top of Chatter. So it's really, really easy to engage people and to give them the information that they need inside of their system. Heading back to the home page, there's more than just the carousel. So this is the home page for the intranet for this user, and down below the carousel, which has broadcast information, you can see it's personalized. It has personalized updates, a personalized company calendar. It's personalized with only the information that is useful to this particular user. And so we've made it not just a dumping ground, but a place where people can find information that they need. Of course, sometimes you know exactly what you're looking for, and that's where search comes into play. We have search that works. So let's say this person just wanted to find something on benefits. Well, as I start to type, just like Google, it gives them the answers, it gives them suggestions. And what's great about this is it has machine learning in the background. So adaptive machine learning informs what the results are. It knows things about you, like where you are in the company and who your manager is, and it knows things that you've done, like what you favored and what you liked. And as you use the system, it'll give you more information. Search also works because it searches across not just the internet, but also your other file stores, such as Box. And you can see I've got Box files here. So assets that are already created can also be integrated into your intranet without a lot of migration. It's a visually stunning system. It's engaging. It gives you search that works. And it's a system that can help you and your employees get the information they need. And that's it for Simpler.
Thank you so much, Jay. So let me just see what let me just give you some feedback on what I've seen here. If I have employees, many or a few, I can customize their experience within our organization and put all of the information they need in one place. So instead of them having to hunt through Google Docs or hunt through anything that might be on an external drive, you can put everything all in one place, simpler, and only present to them the data that's important, correct?
Absolutely correct.
Okay, perfect. I'm also loving that I see that we have my links. So you can link out to other sources where people can log their time, or they can maybe log in and manage their health benefits, or maybe they're going to log in and manage their IRA. But being able to put all of this in their hands so they can drive their own experience for sure is going to help employees stay engaged.
I think you're right. I think that's a big reason why people get us.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I think it's great demo. Thank you so much. And Amanda, do we have any questions from the audience for Jay?
We do. The question is, where is all the content stored? Is it in a CMS, Salesforce, somewhere else?
Yeah, it's stored in Salesforce.
There we go.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Great job. I love it. And back over to Josh with our next contestant.
Thanks a lot, Geraldine. Great demo, guys. All right, so next up we have Oder. Oder is a cloud data management platform that provides data apps for backup, archiving, and GDPR for Salesforce. As of today, Oder has more than 1.5 million Salesforce users from industry leaders such as GE, Robert Half, Toyota, Heineken, Schneider Electric, who rely on Oder to protect their data. Today, we've got demoer Kevin and speaker Harold, who are going to show us just what Oder can do in 3 minutes or less. Harold, are you out there?
I am here, right? Thank you.
Awesome, no worries. Your 3 minutes starts now.
All right, thank you, everybody. So my name is Harold, Senior Data Expert at Oder. As you all know, data privacy is a huge thing right now. And if you have customers in your group, the demo you're about to see could save you a GDPR fine of $20 million. It's a big, big number, all right? So at Oder, we do backup, archiving, and GDPR. Today, we will see how we accelerate your GDPR compliance based on clicks, not on code, okay? So with our cockpit, you get visibility on all GDPR requests, so you can show regulators that you have an automated process in place. For the sake of the demo, we will do it manually with one record, but this is something that can be fully automated. Okay, so we have Kevin on the line. He's the one manipulating the computer. And he works at Global Corp call center. Right now in Salesforce, if we switch to Salesforce, we can see a contact, Olivier Duroc. He's a French citizen, and he's a customer of the company who asked to wipe out all the personal information that we have for him. This is his GDPR right to be forgotten. So Kevin is going to try to delete the contact, but that's not going to work because it's not that easy. So instead, all right, there we go. He's going to navigate to the GDPR section that we can see, and he's going to click on Forget Me, okay? So to forget someone in Salesforce, we need to do 3 things. 1, delete the personal data like pictures of the contact or the contact history. Number 2, we need to anonymize names, phones, emails, birth date, everything that's personal. And finally, clearly, you want to keep your business data, opportunities, revenues, case statistics, etc. Okay? So behind the scenes, Oder is masking all this complexity. So check it out. With a few lines of code, we are removing thousands of lines of coding. Okay? So now what? Guess what? So if we switch back to Salesforce, Olivier Duroc is going to be totally forgotten. So there is some waiting there. The process is running. So once that process is going to be completed, he will have been forgotten. So his picture, that picture will be gone along with the contact history. As you can see right now, that nice picture. The personal data anonymized, so it's not even recognizable. There is a fake email, there is a fake telephone number, and most importantly, we kept all the business data, such as the opportunities, the cases, so the business can continue doing the work. Okay, so this is it. This is one of the 8 apps that we provide at Oder to accelerate the GDPR compliance. So if you want to find out more, don't hesitate to visit our website, www.odaseva.com, or just check out our AppExchange page. All right. Thank you, everybody. This is it.
Awesome, great job. You know, I've had the opportunity to host Odaseva on several Demo Jam occasions, frequently at TDX for developers. And what I like about Odaseva is sort of capitalizing on these really, really painful opportunities and delivering value to businesses with solutions that actually can be done with clicks and not code. You know, in today's times, you know, if you have European customers, GDPR is a real thing. And you know, the fact that you have the ability in a Lightning interface inside of on the contact record to plug in a component that can automatically understand where you have pictures, where you have personal data, anonymize those items, and prevent the user from actually deleting the record, but still maintain the value of that record. It's definitely very, very useful. So I like the fact that you showed it in Lightning and that it's pretty much, you know, plug and play. And I think for a lot of people who maybe haven't figured out their GDPR strategy, they have another week, but looking at this tool might be a good idea. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Cool. Amanda, what
All
questions
right.
do we have out there from the audience?
Yes, great job, Odaseva. The question is, how do you verify that the record has really been deleted?
How do you verify that the record? It's actually not really just a matter of deleting the record. Well, you basically, I mean, the record is deleted because it's no longer in the system. It's, I mean, at the moment it gets deleted. It's there in this demonstration. We did not delete the record, so that's something that you cannot see. But of course, if the record would have been deleted, because that could also be a choice. Well, you see that well, you have 2 things, right? You can see in the system in Salesforce that the record appears as not available anymore because it's been deleted. And secondly, you keep a track in the system that the record doesn't exist anymore. You have, you know, a way to track down the fact that that ID doesn't exist, that the operation has been performed on that to be deleted.
Awesome, cool. Thanks for that response. Geraldine, who do we have up next?
Okay, up next we have Wedge Commerce. Wedge Commerce allows centralizing e-commerce on Salesforce with a beautiful storefront. Using Web Commerce, you can create an e-commerce platform, e-commerce experience built natively on the Salesforce platform. This gives a new way to deliver the concept of traditional marketing with buyer retention by using a single and independent application and scale down the pain of hosting a website. The B2B storefronts enjoy the reliability and scalability of Salesforce, while also sharing your data and processes with your CRM. So, do we have Argit? Are you ready?
Yes.
Perfect. I was there. Oh my goodness, radio silence. Okay, perfect. While Argit's getting ready, let me just mention that one of the things I've seen across all of the demos today with Josh and I've been sharing is that every organization seems to have got a mission control for the users. It's brilliant. You guys are really making life much easier for everybody, not just the Salesforce admin, but also all of your customers. So thank you for pushing the corners and the envelopes and all the boundaries with all of your mission controls scenarios. So Argit, if you're ready.
Yes, I am.
Perfect. Josh, are we ready with the timer?
We are. Your time starts now.
My name is Argit, and I'm going to present Wedge Commerce in today's demo jam. So the main idea behind developing this application was to put e-commerce functionality natively on Salesforce. So it's an online shopping cart-based CRM that will automate the process of sales, marketing, and support in a single platform. Similar to a e-commerce website, you will have the user registration and login option, multiple payment methods, and you will have real-time order sync generation as well. The best thing is that you will not need to host a site separately. Everything you can manage from the Salesforce end itself. So if once you install this application from the AppExchange, it will provide you a backend admin panel where you can manage the things that will appear on the front end. This is the front end that you will get. Everything is created using community. So once you create the community in your Salesforce org, you will be able to configure this community site right from your backend admin panel. This is the template design section from which you can manage this template content. And this is the dashboard section that will show you the count of orders that you have placed at the front end, the count of customers, and everything else. If we take a look at the product section, it will show you the list of all the products that you have in the Salesforce section, a Salesforce org. You can manually add the products from here, and everything you add in the back end that will appear in the front end. So I will just show you in a demo to place an order, how you can place the order at the front end. These are the multiple payment methods which we have supported from our end. You can create it from backend manually. You can apply coupon code as well if you have created it from the backend and place the order. It will just ask you to enter the Stripe details, and the order will be successfully placed once you submit it after selecting the right payment method. You will see the order status being placed successfully, and you can watch this order details as well. See, these are the details, order details, and you can place a return request as well if you don't like the product. And if you go back to the admin panel, we have also provided an option for retailers, like if you have placed your products on the third-party website like eBay or Amazon, you can place the order for those products as well.
30 seconds.
We have provided Amazon connector and eBay connector as well for the integration. And it is not limited to just placing an order and managing your products. It is way beyond that. You can also manage shipping method for all the products. Depending on the location, you can manage taxes as well. And we have provided multi-currency functionality as well on the front end. Multi-languages there as well. You can just put it in a different language and the front end will appear accordingly. And this is all from the presentation, and rest everything you can cover from the webcommerce.com website. Yeah, thanks.
Brilliant, you squeaked in just in time. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Great job, Argit. Amanda, I think we may be closing up on our time. So Amanda, do we have a quick question for Argit?
All right, yes, questions are coming in. All right. If users are registered in Salesforce and then there is an alternative to licensing, how do you, blah, blah, blah. Sorry. Okay, so if you can't buy the number of user licenses you need because of your, whatever level of Salesforce you have, but you want to be able to add more, is there something that can be done around that? How do you work with that challenge?
All you need to have is the community license. If you have the community license for your users, you will be able to create community. And once you are able to create the community, you can configure the front end from the template design section of our backend panel. So that's how it goes. So it's for all the users, provided that they have the user community user license.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks.
All right, so speeding up, this is probably the best jam-packed demo we've done in a long time. We've got 10 minutes left. We're going to go ahead and show you the URL where you can vote. It's probably going to pop up on your screen. And for those of you who are looking at your screen right now, all the Demo Jam participants will have an opportunity to win this lovely trophy that's on my screen right now. So go ahead and vote. The link is in the chat, and it will be open for about 2 minutes while, I catch up with the Geraldine Gray, who happens to be like the OG of Demo Jams. How are you, Geraldine?
Hey, I'm great, thank you. So, back in the day when we started Demo Jams, we didn't actually have a trophy. I think we even joked about giving away a jar of jam. What we got bragging rights, and I would say that bragging rights is way more important than a statue.
Well, things change over time, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. So should we have a little recap on some of the things that we saw today? I don't know about you, but I was furiously taking notes about all the apps and what I loved about them. So while the voting goes on, I love the boards. Salonist, I love that spaghetti junction of all of your processes. New Law, I really liked how you could grade the quality of your prospects that are coming in and do your time entry and your billable, all of that in one app. That's just really important for that industry and addresses a real need. I liked how Sapience was able to work with their employee efficiencies as well as improving employee engagement. And should I just keep going through my list about all the things I like? I have this long list of likes. Okay, Certify, I liked that they used a global action to kick off their e-sign and payment process. That makes it really easy for users. And I love that when they went to part of their demo, they showed that they had inbox 0. Simpler delivers the personalized content that is helpful to the real user, and I like their idea of the search that works. That's always a challenge when you're looking through stuff across a large network. Oder server and their GDPR keeping pertinent data, although every time I hear the word erasure, I think of that 80s pop band and it just like gets stuck in my head of ooh sometimes. And I like that Wedge Commerce is able to deliver the ability to for businesses to be able to sell without having to actually host a commerce site, so which can be really painful and expensive. So what I'm seeing in all of these apps and a theme that's really come out over the last 3 years is that we've moved away from click, click, click to more of a mission control experience, and the app builders are all building great native features using the Sales Console or global actions or such like. So there we go. That's my 3 years of Demo Jam in 2 minutes.
Nice one. you might have a run at the trophy as well if we don't watch you, right?
Okay.
All right. So thanks for everyone for voting. Voting is now closed, and now is the time to announce the winner of our Demo Jam today.
Drum roll, please. Okay. And the winner is Ecommerce. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Let's unmute Ecommerce and let's have a word from our winner.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks for obviously the audience, for everyone for voting. Also just a cool announcement for our end as well, and kind of an exciting trophy that we got through the news yesterday is we actually just raised our Series B for $29 million. So everyone can check that out on the web and find out more about AirCall. But yeah, I mean, check out our Salesforce AppExchange page. You can visit our website to sign up for a free trial account. Learn more in-depth demos, and yeah. Thanks for everyone for voting, and yeah, thanks Salesforce for putting on this event. It was awesome. You guys did a great job. So I don't know if Clement wants to chime in with anything, but yeah, I think that's it for me. I think we're good.
Thank you so much. Amanda, do you want to close us out with some upcoming events to be aware about?
Yes. Congratulations, AirCall, and congratulations to everybody. We will be sharing the recording of today on YouTube, so you can watch it again. You can share it out with your friends, and we appreciate everyone's hard work in making this happen. June is an exciting month. So June 12th, Salesforce.org is doing a demo jam. We're collaborating with them on that, so you can learn about nonprofit apps. On June 13th, we have Connections in Chicago. If you're heading there, we actually have 2 demo jams, a marketing theme demo jam and a commerce cloud demo jam. And then on June 21, same time, same place, right here is our general webinar, including marketing apps. So we have a marketing kind of theme in June, and you don't have to register for the third one. All you have to do is show up. You've already registered by being a part of this webinar. So we thank you for coming and hope you had a great time. And thank you, Geraldine and Joshua as well, for hosting. And thank you all for participating.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Amanda.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Good job, everyone.
Bye.